the Ohio State kid.
Nice. So our Olympic hockey team, women's hockey team, is terrific.
It's entertaining as hell. They've got their first. Well, as we're recording this, they haven't played Canada yet.
Okay. So we gotta see what goes on.
We have to kind of hustle because I believe it starts at 1:00. So shut.
Okay.
How else will I see it? If you don't see it right away, there's no way to possibly rerun it later. Although I did pay the $11 for this month for Peacock, so
there you go, and not for Star Trek.
Curse you, NBC!
Such a hit I'll give you.
I've never been a huge Star Trek fan.
Oh, I am.
Or a huge Star Wars fan. I'm kind of a mediocre Star Wars Trek fan, sort of.
Oh, okay.
I am smart enough not to mess up the characters unless I really want to piss someone off.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. They're good throwaway entertainment. They're
fun.
It's not going to tax you too much.
Well, Roddenberry is cool because he's the only one with sort of an optimistic outlook. It's a weird optimistic outlook.
Yeah. Yep.
On the future. Everybody else is dystopian, awful. People look like they've come from a Dickens novel.
That's right.
They do.
They're Dickens sci-fi.
They're all tattered and beat up, except maybe sometimes you have some people who aren't.
Although I dig Guardians of the Galaxy. Why is that? That's just
the
fun.
Movies?
Yes.
That's why. That's just fun.
It is just fun.
And let's be honest, Zoe and Chris
Pratt. Yeah, they are terrific.
Right now I think Zoe is probably the kingpin of women's action stuff. Look what she's done. She's been in Guardians.
Yeah.
First movie I saw her in was Columbiana, and I was intrigued. Second time I saw her, she was in.
Wasn't she in one of the Mission Impossibles? Or was that somebody else?
I don't think so.
Oh, it might have been Thandie Newton.
Yes.
It was Thandie Newton. My mistake.
Anyway, but then she ends up being in huge. She's in Galaxy. She's in Blue People on a weird water sand thing planet.
Avatar.
That's the one. There's something else she done. Oh, now the fan club will kick me out.
Yeah.
But then you can look at Johansson and.
Yep.
Guardians is just fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one thing that makes Black Widow one of my favorite movies is Scarlett Johansson and Florence Pugh together.
Oh, yeah?
There's something, it's their first meeting as adults.
Yeah.
Because they were technically sisters for a minute.
Yep.
That first meeting as adults is... That was like one of the last really good MCU movies.
Oh, okay. Hey, by the way, answering the age-old question, what is the universe trying to tell me?
Usually it's pretty obvious if you're paying attention, which is why none of us ever get it.
Yeah, we interviewed Dr. Cosmo Void, which is the name the universe goes by.
At least around here.
And asked him
several IDs. If you check his wallet, it would be scary.
And he said, I created oxygen for respiration. You use it to sigh loudly.
Yes.
He also said, I am infinite and expanding, like your laundry pile.
Nope. He hasn't met my wife.
I help you balance, but I will shut down completely if you try to put on socks while standing up. That's a truth.
I'm not even talking to him anymore.
That's a truth.
He's a dick. I'm sorry. He's a Richard.
He's a poop head.
Yeah. Richard poop head.
Did you bring any knives to this gunfight?
For those of you that missed it last week was the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. Well, sort of the okay bowl.
No.
It was one of them defensive struggles.
It was 4 quarters of you wanted it to be a defensive struggle. You did, because both of these offenses have been pretty good at times.
Yeah, they have.
So you figure it's a defensive struggle, but actually watching it when you haven't, because the NFL doesn't like this.
Mm.
They want 40 to 38
Yep, they do.
in overtime.
Yep.
No, not overtime, because then that'd be free football. Greedy sons of bitches.
Well,
Here we go.
But Sammy won a Super Bowl, and I'm happy for him. I am really, really happy. Good for him.
And it's not like Seattle didn't work hard for it. It's just most of us are around long enough to remember the Legion of Doom, and they were boring and disgusting and hard to beat. And we all remember the Belichick dynasty. It's not that long ago.
Wow. Yeah,
Which
you're
leads
right.
one to
It really
wonder
wasn't.
what the hell is going on in places like, I don't know, Cleveland.
We're the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
I know.
St. Louis Browns were better, but that was a whole nother era and a whole nother sport.
Completely different.
So we have Super Bowl stuff for you.
Okay.
Apparently, this must have been written by someone who's never been to a Super Bowl or its intended audience.
Oh, okay. So for dingbats.
Yeah. Here you go. Super Bowl facts. Car manufacturers debut new models in Super Bowl commercials.
Yup. But I didn't see any of them.
I didn't either. See, now that contradicts part of this, where the halftime show, the food, and the commercials together make the Super Bowl an event, and people don't walk out on the commercials. No, because usually, overall, in the old days, for quite a run, they were the best part of waking up on Super Bowl Sunday after Folgers.
And bourbon in your cup.
Of course. They were, because the commercials were ingenious, and they've always been.
That one Apple commercial was in there. That would
Hang on.
blew up the world. That was one of the most obnoxious commercials, and it was everywhere for a long time.
Pretty soon there was a frog in a swamp going, "What's
That was fun.
If you're in a swamp, don't make yourself known. The halftime show, blah, blah, blah. We're not getting into that.
I didn't watch any of it.
No, beer
I didn't
sales,
watch any of them, by the way.
I watched
three
or four dozen. No, I didn't.
I just don't care about the halftime shows.
I just wanted to see what USA TP had on. So
Yeah. Okay. And
you're okay.
all right.
It's fine. It was about 140 million. No, 100. What was the crowd? What was the TV view? They think 140.
Oh, I have no
140
idea.
million. It was about 3 million, about 127 million short of whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, which still for streaming isn't bad.
Yeah.
Beer sales peak on Super Bowl Sunday.
Okay.
It's kind of like the Thanksgiving surprise for beer folks, only they're never surprised. The only thing I missed is, were there any Clydesdale commercials? Because those are my favorites.
I always loved the Budweiser commercials, but I always watched them after the fact.
And just the Clydesdale ones, because honestly, after the "What's up?"
Yep.
And then, of course, there was the foray into the political side of advertising for Bud Light. I just avoid Bud Light commercials because I'm afraid they're.
Well, I don't drink any Bud.
I don't either, but I love the horses. I love the Clydesdales.
They are beautiful. That was one thing I actually enjoyed one year at the Minnesota State Fair. The Budweiser Clydesdales were there.
And actually, the last one, and they usually did a great Christmas ad.
Yep.
You waited for that, and the
yeah.
polar bears at Coke.
Yeah, those are great.
No, I don't. Many grocery stores prepare weeks in advance for the Super Bowl. Are you kidding?
You think
For 2 weeks before, if you stopped at the grocery store, people would say, "So, get ready for the." I've used to. We did for a couple of years go to a Super Bowl party in the cities with
Oh, yeah.
some coworkers at Robbins. When that stopped, so did we.
See, what we did
We've been crushed
is
since then, of course.
we would just go in and stock up on toilet paper.
Just in case. You never know.
Yeah,
Because
my point.
if there's a crisis, it's the first thing to go.
And what if the game's that bad?
Oh, it was. This Seattle fans are going, jerk.
Well, you know what? I kind of didn't care. I watched the fourth quarter and I was all right with it.
Yeah, I watched a little. It was on.
Yeah.
We were at my son's. So
Okay.
I had four of my grandkids,
Yep.
three of my children,
Okay.
and I kind of lean in Jake. They've hung around long enough.
Oh, okay. There we go.
And I saw several plays. The first half, we left at halftime, watched a little of the fourth quarter. Robin thought, this isn't very good. And I said, well, no, not if you're weaned on what NFL executives want you to like.
Yep.
But no, it wasn't very good. It was just a sloppy game. And again, it could be because the defenses were that elite, but sure.
There was one pass I saw Drake throw. There was nobody in and around it.
But that was the
he
one
was
he
being
threw away.
pressured.
Yeah.
No, this was down the middle of the field. You remember that one? This went down the middle of the field to nobody.
I don't remember.
Yeah, well,
he threw one. He was trying to escape, and normally, right, once you get out of the box, throw it well out of bounds, and he just threw it straight downfield. And I go,
that's a bad idea.
Through the entire flight of the football, there was nobody in the picture. Except the folks off the field on the sidelines.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, so I figured he was safe. He knew what he was doing. Good for you, dude. He'll be fine. And
he's going to be a terrific quarterback.
Is he married? Is that his wife we keep seeing, or is just his college girlfriend forever? Anyway, they're such a cute couple. They'll be back.
It's kind of like that couple in Kansas City. They're so cute, the quarterback and his whiff.
They are. And I'll remember. Great. Now I can't think of his name. Alzheimer's. It's a
brain is a terrible thing to waste.
Yeah, something like that.
Who was it?
Oh, come on. He was in Cleveland. Now he followed Brady to Tampa Bay. Remember, he was on every other commercial in the world.
Baker Mayfield.
Thank you. He and his bride were like the couple.
Yeah, they were cute. Okay. I like Baker too.
I do. He's fun and he can play football a little bit, apparently.
Yeah. So
Michael Jackson's 93 halftime performance, widely credited with transforming the show or ruining it, depending how you look at it. But I did watch that one.
Yeah, I saw.
Did you know that some Super Bowl commercials have launched long-running advertising campaigns? I know.
Just Do It, I think, showed up for the first time on.
Yes, I believe you're correct.
On a Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yep. Well, that's the first time I believe that was one of the first times the world saw Tiger Woods with the golf club and the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Back when Nike cared about golf.
Yep. That was cool, though.
Most people care more about the party than the food. The party than the food. More care about the party and food than the game. Yeah.
Well, that would have been me today or on Sunday, whenever.
Funny commercials tend to be the most remembered. Yes, because the ones that aren't funny
are not funny.
Usually aren't well done.
Yeah.
It's odd because you're spending millions and millions of dollars.
There's been a few that have been pretty serious, but locked in very nicely. But the humor better be pretty broad if you're going to, make it funny.
Yeah.
Because that'll last.
And that's what they go for usually.
Yeah.
Sometimes they try to narrowcast to a certain specific, and that has never gone well.
It's the Super Bowl. Everybody's watching.
Honestly. The only reason it didn't work last time.
So let's move on.
Anyway,
let's move on to the comments.
Drivel. Super Bowl ads can make or break a public image overnight.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
I'm now disappointed in the rest of mankind to be gone. Or duh. Cheapers, creepers.
Where'd you get those peepers?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's another one of those coming out. Okay, go ahead. We've already dragged this up for 35. This is an hour and a half long mailbag.
Apropos of episode, where am I? 1037. There we go.
Lane.
All of these are apropos of episode 1037.
Wow. Just think 3 more and it'd be a tax form.
From Brussels bratwurst.
You thought about it for a second, though, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I had to
From
count
Brussels.
on my fingers. Brussels bratwurst. I tried to post a picture. Now, this was the EU one where the EU has become the censor for the entire world.
Yes, they are.
On social media and
a government that other governments chose to govern over them.
Yes, and they have rules about how curvy a banana can be and stuff like that.
Yes.
I tried to post a picture of my slightly too curvy banana today, and the EU SWAT team breached my kitchen window before I could even hit upload. Thanks to the Digital Services Act, my fruit is now being rehomed to a digital void. Glad the producers of this show are finally addressing the systemic risk of irresponsible rhetorical flourishes. My breakfast hasn't felt this sterile in years. Manage joy for everyone! But
only a little bit at a time.
From Gee Whiz Lover.
I realize the EU is a great idea in theory, but at some point,
but in practice,
for reason they're going to have to do the unintended consequences.
Exactly.
What could go wrong?
As a professional,
want to argue with the British now about leaving?
Yeah, right.
Of course, they've got.
And we had
problems.
somebody pushing a whizzer, and
yeah.
As a professional mascot enthusiast, I'm appalled by the lack of respect for the wizard. First, he gets pushed. First, he gets pushed by a Laker. Yep. Then these hosts start talking about him like he's a bathroom contraption.
Yep. Guilty. He was. Not him. There was a bathroom contraption.
The man is a national treasure. Though I have to admit, if you're going to have a tense operation, I'd rather it be with a mascot than a World War I artillery shell. In a reference to one of the other stories.
Exactly. Yes.
Which is covered by Dr. Hans von Not Censoring You.
Believe me, we are the last people to diss a mascot. We're that kind of people. We'd be in the mascot if we were younger and, drunk.
Regarding the segment on the
mascot.
Regarding the segment on the Frenchmen and the artillery shell, we at the Office of the Commissioner of Algorithmic Purity have flagged this as truth adjacent. While the American hosts seem obsessed with the bang, we are more concerned with the lack of a 400-page harmonized safety manual for antique ammunition. Please replace your laughter with the sound of a bureaucrat reading Belgian rail terms immediately.
So we're going to have to close our Europe office?
Well, I'm just going to leave it open in spite of them.
We don't have one.
Shut up. They don't know that. Now they're going to go looking.
See? Even I could tell them we don't really have one. They'll still look.
And finally, from Blue Hair Don't Care.
No, we do not.
Wait, did Scott just compare liberal women to teenage boys?
Yeah, as a liberal boy should be offended.
As a liberal woman with a nose piercing, I'll have you know my ideas aren't bad. They're just optimized for maximum social cohesion. Also, I've never tried to insert a Great War relic into my southbound lane, so clearly I'm the mature one in this conversation. Stay woke.
There's a difference between waking up and being woke.
Moving on.
Thank God.